Every 66 seconds, someone in the US is diagnosed with Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's is the sixth leading cause of death in the United States. It probably makes you wonder, like, what is Alzheimer's? What does it do that it's so deadly? Unfortunately, my grandma passed away of Alzheimer's this past summer, and I saw how it impacted her life. Alzheimer's comes into someone's life, and it messes with their mental being, and it just pretty much leaves them hopeless and helpless. I want you guys to know what Alzheimer's is, who it affects, and what the treatments are used to help control it. So now let's talk about what Alzheimer's is. According to NIH, Alzheimer's is an irreversible progressive brain disorder, and that pretty much just messes up all the function going on in the brain, all the networking with the brain cells and the nerve cells. Alzheimer's pretty much happens in the hippocampus, which is the part of the brain where memories are being like formed or made. So that's pretty much like why one of the symptoms is that you start to like not remember anything, or you forget everything real easily. It's really deadly, and the numbers are set to like increase significantly within the next few years. So now that we talked about like what Alzheimer's is, let's move on to who it affects. Alzheimer's doesn't discriminate on any gender or race on who it targets, but it does mainly focus on the age group of 65 and older. There's around 44 million people in the world that have Alzheimer's, and 5.3 million live here in the US. They're American, of course. According to Alzheimer's.net, 1 in 9 Americans over the age of 65 have Alzheimer's. So now you're probably wondering, well, what does Alzheimer's have to do with me? I'm young, I don't have to worry about it until I'm way older. The fact that it's real common nowadays, or it's going to be really common in the future, in a few decades, you want to get awareness of what it is and what it's capable of doing. If you do ever come across or get it, or you know anyone that has it, you'll know what's about to happen. So now that we've talked about what Alzheimer's is and who it affects, let's move on to the treatments. Now, Alzheimer's, it's not curable. There is no cure right now for it, but there is medications that help control it, and depending on how severe it is. There is 5 FDA medications on the market, and they're donepezil, gabapentin, memantine, and ribosine. And the 5th one, it's a little mixture of 2 of them, which is donepezil and memantine, which are like the first 2 that I named, but they work together as one to handle a real severe case of Alzheimer's. So it just depends how severe it is that you'll get certain of these medications prescribed to you. But to understand how the treatments work, you gotta know what Alzheimer's is. And like I said, it's pretty much messing up all the function going on in the brain, so there's no network going on in the brain. And these medications help reverse that or help stop it. That way the Alzheimer's won't get worse. And well, like I said, it's gonna increase in the future, so it is about to get worse. So who knows? Maybe there'll need to be different medications, but the fact that the funds are real low, it's hard to get good research on it. So now that we've talked about what Alzheimer's is, who it affects, and the treatments, we can move on to the end. Basically, I wanted you guys to know what Alzheimer's was, who it affected, and what the treatments were. And I want you guys to know that it's nothing to be taken for granted, and it's no joke. It's set to increase, in the future, so just be out on the lookout for it, guys. Be safe.